Hey Gunner, what was Coach Erstad's message to you guys after last weekend?
Well, like we kind of changed some things up from the first to second week. We kind of swayed away a little bit from our approach, but Coach pretty much just said that we got to breathe and stick to our approach this upcoming week and at the plate. And then if we do that, we'll be in pretty good shape for this upcoming weekend.
What's the challenge as a player when I'm sure you're embracing challenges and you want the tough schedule, but in the moment the wins aren't coming? How do you kind of balance those two things?
We just got to keep playing. You got to keep going out there and competing every day. And we just got to keep doing our best, just keep playing the game and things will fall eventually. So.
What most impressed you about Oregon State? Just when you get a good look at it, 4 games, what do you see in that program?
I think from the pitching staff, they just, all the way through, they could throw any pitch and any count. So they have really good control and they can pretty much pound the zone whenever they want it.
Okay.
And that kind of made it tough because we had to be ready for anything going in.
Can you just describe as a player the challenge of going on the road, and now that Baylor series is down there too? How is that different from being at home? What are some of the things that you guys go through on the road?
I don't think it's very different, honestly. Because we're still playing the game. It doesn't really matter where we're at. So the game has to be played the same way, and might be a little different. Might be a little more nerves because we're at someone else's field. But besides that, just playing the game the same way.
What's kind of been your view, I guess, of some of the younger pitchers, kind of how they've handled these first 2 weekends? I mean, they had a pretty good weekend at Riverside. You see the top 10 team the next week. How are those guys kind of handling things, do you think?
Yeah, for the most part, they threw pretty well. Obviously, you're going to expect some nerves because it's the first time coming out. But, like Shea, Colby, they went out and started pounding strikes right away. So you can tell they started feeling a little more comfortable, and, they're going to get more comfortable as the season goes by, too.
Now that you have a year under your belt, too, are you dealing with those guys differently, the pitching staff differently than maybe you would have a year ago?
Yeah, because last year I was a little nervous too, a little uptight going in, but now I'm a little more comfortable, a little better feel of the game, speed of the game. So I kind of help them out and then get them ready and know what they're what to prepare for and stuff like that. And it's kind of, I have a good feel for everyone's pitches and what they throw best, so kind of help them out that way too.
With that new rule, the mound visits and things like that, does that change things for you much during the course of a game?
Yeah, because I can't go out whenever I want. Coaches pretty much got to tell me when to go out and talk to them. So I'm kind of just an extension of them. Whenever they would go out and talk, they just tell me to. So when I see something, I can't pretty much go talk to them.
So you can't go out there, right?
Every time I go out there, it counts as a visit.
So are you yelling at them from home plate? I mean, what are you doing at that point?
I'm yelling at them a little bit, but then when things are getting a little messy, things are speeding up on them a little bit, coach will tell me to go out and talk to them, slow it down for them.
Which coach, Darren or Silva?
Either one. They'll both let us know. It's pretty much going to be like a little talk signal. Go out there and let them know. Yeah.
Talk a lot about how you guys practice indoors and maybe that's tough to take grounders or flies. How about for you, from the catcher position? What's that like, working indoors and getting outside?
I think it's actually a little better for us because it's pretty tough to see in here when we're catching bullpens and stuff. So like when we see like shadows or something like that, it actually makes the ball a little easier to see. Lead gets us prepared pretty well too. We can pretty much do all of our drills, blocking, receiving, throwing. So I think we're in pretty good shape too.
Thank you, Gunner.
Thanks, Gunner.